I distinctly remember in 2010 when I first laid eyes on the first new Pokemon for Generation 5. Never before had I been so excited to play a new Pokemon game. To be fair, you were currently playing what I still believe to be the best mainline Pokemon games ever made, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But even still, my friends and I enthusiastically planned our teams and shared in all sorts of new strategies and general excitement we hadn't shared in years. Game Freak sure had a lot to repair after Gen 4, and making an entirely new generation of 155 exclusively new Pokemon to start fresh was a great call. But do those designs hold up? This region gets a lot of flack for its designs, so I'm particularly interested in how well it really holds up. Are we just remembering the old duds or forgetting the hidden gems? Let's find out. I'll be keeping a tally of how many Pokemon I like, dislike, or feel indifferent to. And in the end, we'll get some solid numbers about how we feel about the generation. Keep a tally of how many Pokemon you like, dislike, or just feel indifferent to, and share your results in the comments below. Here's how I feel about every Pokemon in Unova. Butt Wings of Victory. Chibi Snake. Same old garden snake, but with all the cute sucked out. My gut says yes, but my heart says box it away and forget it ever existed. Pre-cooked bunny pig muffin. Pulled pork with golden nipples. Oh my god, it's firefighting for the third time in a row! Cute otter with a questionable circus career ahead of him. Otter with knee pads and weird bedhead. Hold up, like, what even is this? Chipmunk high on fungus. Unenthused Uncle Meerkat crossing guard. The majestic wolf domesticated into a purse dog. This, my friends, is just a dog. Mustachioed terrier terror. Scythe-tailed Glameow. It takes a lot out of me to admit that I like this cat. I think it's safe to say that nobody, even remotely, likes these monkeys. Snoozy head crab jellybean. Don't you hate it when pink gas leaks out of your blowhole while you sleep? The thing about pigeons and doves is that their ineptitude at flight and brainless carelessness bring me great pleasure. At least he looks better than the other middle stage birds. Okay, I gotta admit, this thing looks pretty delicious. Amazing concept, but he's as feeble as a newborn horse. It seems so simple and obvious, but it's still super creative. Or maybe I'm just starved for good ideas here. Now that I think about it, shouldn't this Pokemon be named Geodude? Thardist from Metroid Prime. After opening 5 dud TCG booster packs out of 10 with this lame rare inside, I'm pretty salty about this oversized salt lick. He boops things with his nose to stamp them with his love. The weirdest mix of cute and creepy I have ever seen. Billy McScoops, he gon' do a diggums. Thank God he doesn't literally have drills for hands. He just watched a lot of Transformers as a mole. Chunky Love Muffin violently shimmy shaking the grass all over Unova. Gross Monkey Child struggling so hard with a stick he's bursting a blood vessel in his head. The clown with the pink floaties lifting a literal girder wants to know if you get the meaning behind his name yet. Mega Buff Clown snaps a stone pillar like a Kit Kat bar. Tadpole with breasts for ears. The magical wiggly jiggly titty frog. Boobs. Boobs everywhere. And if you look closely underneath, there's a frog. I'm sorry, but that's just a person. Actually, these two remind me of Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets. Thing is, they were funny. These guys suck. Can someone explain to me why this bug has a butt growing out of its forehead? Me when I feel too sick to move. The fashion designer of the forest. So if it needs to make clothes for Pokemon, does that mean all Pokemon are actually naked? What about the ones we just saw that are born with flesh clothes? Half bug, half poison, all anger. Remember Beyblades? Whirlipede remembers Beyblades. Possibly the coolest 3-stage bug Pokemon ever. I love it. I'm trying to imagine an idea for a weaker sentient creature than a cotton ball, but everything's coming up fuzzy. Never mind, it just kills people with cuteness. Kinda wanna roast it like a Brussels sprout. Make shish kebabs. If this is the work of Levani's leaf clothes, then what does it look like without all the... You know what, I'll just shut my mouth and let DeviantArt do its thing. So if the forms change based on which game you play, that means it's a fish from an alternate dimension! I imagine them nibbling on my boots when walking through the desert and they're just too cute to shake off. There's so many Pokemon anymore, I appreciate it when they're colored like they're typing. Plays a literal electric guitar riff as its battle cry. People collect this thing's poop in their pockets to keep their hands warm. And now we know where the coronavirus came from. I really wanna like it, but that smile, man, it's piercing through my soul. Sorry, but Cacturn will always be best cactus. Just look him in the eyes and tell him that he can't have another cookie. You tell him, it's like Shuckle, but it can actually fight. Or it's just a bug being crushed by a boulder. Kid whose parents only shop at Goodwill, so he never has clothes that fit. I know them feels, buddy. The Pokemon of gangs, thugs, and pedophiles. You guys know I'm a sucker for bizarre single stages. And just look at this bizarre ball of weird! Ghost of a human holding onto its decomposing face to stay connected with their bodies, enslaved in a Pokeball and forced to fight until they're left in the PC to rot for all eternity? Either this undead guy had 4 arms, or this sarcophagus was a family size pack. Sea turtle with cup holders in his back. He's ready to party. Come on, man, sea turtles are cool. So is ancient sea life in general. So how come all fossils needed to be part rock type? They're not fossils anymore. Feathered dinosaurs in Pokemon? Yes. Modern science and discoveries only make these designs cooler. This Pokemon is literal garbage. I find it too funny to hate. Something seems so terrifying about a massive sentient waste dump. Love this little dark fox almost as much as I love this guy. He has one of the coolest abilities in the entire game, and crazy hairdos. They aimed for super cute for a bunch of Pokemon in this gen, and it totally worked. It's just the same thing wearing a boa. But why do I like it so much? Okay, if they were aiming for cute, they missed the mark a bit and landed in the I want to drown this thing zone. I think we've all seen those bratty wannabe goth kids you just want to punch in the face. Most all goths grow up and realize how stupid they've looked and acted eventually. But the few who don't look like this. A single-celled organism the size of a beach ball. I guess simple science references make something psychic type. Doesn't that sound completely backwards to anybody? Just me? The mitosis Pokemon who doesn't actually split. What was the point? The ugly duckling. But he's actually kinda cute. Of course it turns into a swan. Even that makes absolutely no sense. People hate on this line, but it's just as funny as it is delicious. Yes, it's just an ice cream Pokemon. How come I haven't seen Pokemon actually market real ice cream to look like this? Just let me eat you! If you didn't know that the sprinkle-like dots were actually its eyes and the others are fake, I'm sorry, I just made this thing way creepier than it needed to be for you. Gotta show off the seasonal gimmicks somehow before we drop it after this generation and pretend like it never existed. Did I hear you ask for more deer Pokemon? Just wait for the legendaries. Probably the only Pikachu knockoff I like. He at least brings something unique to the field as an electric flying squirrel. Awkward bug with the strangest evolution ability I have ever seen. It's so stupid, it's amazing. Somehow took Shelmet Shell and became a knight through trading. Voltorb again, but with a little more thought put into it this time. Why are the fungus Pokemon grass type when mushrooms aren't plants? Super weird ghost jellyfish with obnoxiously obvious gender differences. The massive mustache throws me off so much I can't like him anymore. A sunfish with creepy human hands as fins? Dude, why? Ticks are awful, but seeing one electrified is somehow both less creepy and substantially cuter. Coming from an arachnophobe, this furry tarantula Pokemon is awesome. I have no idea how they got me to say that. Not sure how this sentient steel durian even moves. I don't know why it turned into a viney UFO tentacle monster, but I am so okay with it. Proof, Pokemon is running short on ideas for steel Pokemon. Are you serious? You call that an evolution? Whoever signed off on these designs at Creatures Inc. should be fired. An electric type with Levitate is busted awesome enough, but he's also just so darn cute. I love eels, even if they have terrible puns for names. This terrifying flying electric eel looks more like a hagfish with vicious clawed arms. Did I mention it can freaking fly? Cryptozoology, the Pokemon. Now this should be psychic type. Super bizarre light up Martian Happy Meal toy. I hate it when Pokemon are just sentient things, but this little ghost candle is too cute to deny. Let him be a spooky spook. Weird case where the shiny is the expected orange flame and the normal is the strange purple. It's a ghost, I guess. Is it just me who wants a real life chandelier that looks like this? Gibble, but with all the ugly sucked out. And now he's choking on a boomerang. Crikey! This might just be the most magnificent thing I have ever seen, and it's still not the best in show. Aw, somebody just get this poor bear a tissue. Pubic hair to the maximum! I admit, I love him simply because he's ridiculously rare. Night snail trying to give out kisses? Okay, sure, why not? Ghastly silk wearing assassin bug? Dude, can I give this generation a hug? It's so wrong to me that this flounder is weak to water. Kung Fu muskrat. Thank you for not making this look like a furry. Thank you. Wait, are those flesh bags hanging from its arms? Dragon made from macaroni art, popsicle sticks, and only primary colors. Why are all these bad design limitations together making such a cool Pokemon? When your possessed golem wants to go on an adventure. Rocket arm ghost golem. What's even happening anymore? Wait, so it's straight up got knives for limbs? Have we finally fused with Digimon? More knives, more bloodshed! I know it's just Tauros again, but Dude, look at that afro, because he's probably gonna ram you with it. The awkward molting stage all poor birds go through. The mighty Freedom Eagle of victory! Something seems wrong about crapping in someone's skull as you wear it like a diaper. Vulture ripped straight out of the Flintstones. Please tell me it sprays poop out the awkward plumbing of a tail butthole like a stink sprinkler? A stinkler? Yeah, a stinkler. I rarely ever say this, but I kind of feel like he needed an evolution. Speaking of the Flintstones, I always think of them when I hear this little nummy muncher's name. The thought of these two fighting over food when they share the same digestive system is hilarious to me. Dude, it's a six-winged dark dragon Hydra Pokemon. He's so amazing, let's pretend they didn't make Fairy next gen in order to give this beast a random ×4 weakness out of nowhere. Tiny bug that evolves way too late for its own good. Basically the Radiance from Hollow Knight. What is it with Japan's obsession with deer? They just eat everything and get hit by cars. Ugly. Moving on. I can see they were trying to replicate the Gen 2 legendary dogs with this trio, but fell way short. Why is this the first soul-flying Pokemon up to this point? Wait a second. You barely made any changes from the last Tornado Genie. These pubes are legendary! Don't be fooled, the wings are just for show. When he wants to fly, he just tells gravity to shut up. The incarnate forms are all better than the bland copy-paste normal forms. This ice dragon is insanely cool, until he awkwardly fuses with Zekrom or Reshiram. Why can't all three refuse again like in the lore? Fluffy unicorn pony that's water fighting for absolutely no reason. A pop idol that changes forms into a fighting type to lay down a different kind of beat, High School Musical style. Ancient alien torpedo bug with a USB slot in its head. And with that out of the way, here's our final scores for Unova. I gotta admit, that was a lot better than I expected. So what did you come up with? Only your scores matter in the end, so don't feel like you gotta change what you like just to fit in. Because if you change your opinions just to go with the majority, you're just playing with yourself. Do you have an idea for a new episode of Playing With Myself? Join the discussion over on Discord using the Patreon perks to nominate and vote for future episodes. Patreon members also get first picks, so check out the links in the description for more information. And as always, thank you to our amazing Patreon members, Atomic Thomas, Cameron, Arrow, Kai, Ben, Rowan, Erica, Sid, and Denny. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more, and we will see you all in the next video. Bye.